Where's Christy? Oh, there she is.
Watching this.
Yes, Charlie.
Look at Krispy Kreme.
She's sweet.
How come you got your first on, honey?
I was just trying it out. Again. Sampling it, yeah. I could carry it around.
Looks good on your fit.
Yeah, the game, yeah. Get off, record this.
Record what with it?
Video.
Oh, yeah.
With the sound and not have to see what's going on. Just listen like a radio broadcast.
Bet you can record the ducks and be real careful out there.
Because there's a lot of crooks out there, you never know.
Maybe they'll be getting rid of,
Hopefully, we pray.
since everybody's waking up to.
Back in you. Yeah. Now they're singing. Let's listen. Oh, they did a good job putting it on the song for a while. Got to hear it a little bit. But every now and then I like to take videos of the pond.
Oh, yeah, the park.
The pond is fun
Oh, and the pond is good too,
to
yeah.
film, yeah.
What, David? Yep. Yep, it's written on the bottom of the screen. Okay, now I gotta get into the film. Good thing I went, huh? What I did get into was the Biden earlier.
Kind of watching this, just do it. I just...
Well, the fact of the matter is, you guys are talking about and they use this information nearly 24 hours, 7 days a week. They're peddling hypocrisy, lies, and projection. So if you look beyond the veneer, and we know legacy media is dying, but they all back our country by reclaiming our rights as Republicans, as constitutional conservatives. So we just drowned out the noise. We threw them into rap 24 hours a day. That's all you do. I think that's a good solution. That's a great way to end that comment. I'd like to bring in Sam Schorbo. Sam is a friend of the network, friend of the show, and a wonderful conservative. I do know her from TV, from movies, from everything. Sam, I pose the question, where has American media been for the last 4 years? Does somebody show up now to say that Trump is the reason for an affordability crisis?
I have to say, oh, am I on? There we go. I have to say, first of all, it is so great that you're raising this point because it's like, where were they for the past 5 years? It's crazy that now it's a problem when, of course, the problem developed over a long period of time. And yes, Trump left us with an amazing economy, accepting COVID. But frankly, what we're seeing today is that there's been an underlying inflation that's happened over the past century that the young people are recognizing because the American dream has eluded their grasp. The median home buyer today is 40 years old. It didn't used to be that way. And of course, owning your own home is the American dream. That was part of the whole American dream that they were told. And so I think that's what we're dealing with more than anything. But yeah, where has Fox News been all this time? You're right about the media. Where are they all? Exactly.
I was watching when I asked that question, and they were staring straight ahead. They didn't know where to go. Does anyone think? Well, let me put it this way: do we think it's better right now? So Trump left the economy very smooth. Biden crashed the economy. Trump has brought it back. But is it back to where it could be and should be? And maybe I have an answer to this, but I want to ask you guys, why not?
Well, there's just more work to be done, I'm sure. But I want to bring up something else, if you don't mind, because I'm working on behalf of these parents who are seeking justice, and we're not getting it from this administration. There's a lot of work that still has to be done. We didn't elect Donald Trump and then everything gets solved. I think that's the real problem that we're facing, is that a lot of people have sort of taken their foot off the gas because we feel like, okay, we're in a seat of power now, and so everything will just sort itself out. No, there's a lot of work that has to be done.
Hey, let's talk. Hey, the people, you guys feel better off right now? Do you feel better off financially? Is your budget better? I see the prices coming down on gas pumps. Are you really feeling it yet in the grocery aisle or not? Here's my theory. Trump has brought the prices of wholesale down. He's brought the input costs to produce a gallon of gasoline, to produce meat, and to produce everything across the board at Walmart, at Target, at
Charlie's fine.
shopping centers. Retailers aren't
Maybe he got into the water sink. I don't know. Is that what happened, Charlie?
I believe Trump needs to lead into these CEOs
Yeah,
and get them to cut their margins so people out here, is anyone upset that prices haven't enough yet?
Charlie, why are you brave?
Oh, Brown? I don't know.
That's what you said.
What happened to the kid? What just happened, Charlie, kid?
Because it is tough. And I want everybody here to understand.
Are you okay, Charlie?
That
He's laying on his leg up here.
Yeah, I'm in the set of the Brown. Your paw.
the alt media yet. He is purposely keeping the prices
What just happened all of a
so
sudden?
that
You okay?
and the Politburo in Illinois can add the tax. So when Trump drops the prices on
No,
something,
Crispy's
they
sleeping.
get taxed because they're losing money.
Oh, different air.
I don't know what time we're supposed to pick our car up.
They didn't call us yet. This week.
And businesses to leave, and that tax base.
Shall I call and see if we pick it up tomorrow?
Exactly, Pritzker, J.B. Pritzker, exactly, a Democrat and socialist lunatic governor of Illinois. And real quick,
They're actively trying to get Trump off of what he's doing. They're just working under the beneath and behind him to undo whatever he's trying to do. And I don't know if that's what they're doing still in the halls of government today, but I suspect it is because we have cases with the DOJ, cases with the DOE, and we're not getting traction, and it does seem like there are people in those buildings that are just going, no, we're not gonna go, this isn't interesting for us, or this isn't, and then, so they're basically undoing what Trump is trying to get done.
They're undermining what he's doing, because he's got the left to deal with, he's got liberal lunatics, he even has people in his own party. I will remind folks that the people, the Republicans in the state house of Indiana voted with the Democrats to not redistrict the state to draw lines that would give us a couple extra house seats in Indiana. All right, guys, hey, Sam Schulman, thank you so much.
SamSorbo.com.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, history. Food, Carolyn food. Go.
Folks, it's your friend John Rich. I co-founded Old Glory Bank because we heard too many stories about people getting canceled by their bank because they didn't agree with their politics. The government wanted to know where you shop. If you bought a Bible or you shopped at a sporting goods store, you're probably on a list. We created Old Glory Bank because America needed a bank that would protect their privacy and security. Exercising your constitutional rights is not a criminal activity, and neither is loving your country.
Folks, the first go through, see how easy it is to diversify your IRA or your 401k with Gold. Get a free info group on Gold from First Gold Group right now by texting the word America. You know the word America to 989898. That's America to 989898. This is my favorite thing. You want to anyone wants to 4 o'clock show, Eastern, our show, bowling, rap, anyone has? Yes, Frank, yes, 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 yes. This is my favorite segment of the show. We pull sound bites from lunatic Democrats, and we show the hypocrisy of the Democrats, and we just talked about it. So why don't we do this? Maybe AOC is due for American history lesson, and not one of the propaganda schools she and her party spend so much time defending. Let's have a listen to AOC.
Donald Trump and Stephen Miller want you to believe that this is who we are as a country. And we are here to say that it is not. We are a country that has fought and defeated the Confederacy, that has defeated a history of civil rights violations, of secret police.
And folks, that woman thinks she wants to be the next president of the United States. What do you think of that? AOC.
Yeah,
Look in the text messages. If it's going to be Democrat, if it's going to be
Okay,
Jasmine Crockett,
okay, that'll work. I got the glasses on.
Gavin Newsom. Who else? Who else?
Yeah, 22nd.
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. You have to laugh a little bit, Kamala Harris, right? She got smoked. She's gonna come back and do something. All right. Well, let's hear a little bit more from who is this from AOC. She's got you covered always. Take another listen to her.
President Trump ran on a promise to the American people that ICE would go after the worst of the worst. Well, we are now coming up on a year of this presidency, and I want to talk to the folks at home who feel disillusioned by what ICE is doing in our country. Because what we have seen is that ICE is not overwhelmingly going after criminals. In fact, over 70% of people currently detained in detention facilities do not have a criminal record. So who are they going after? They are going after 6-year-olds in my district. They are going after students and permanent residents for their political views. They are going after Americans born and raised in the United States.
So Ben, you spent a lot of time on the road with ICE. Ben, tell us what the folks think about AOC calling out ICE, saying they're misguided for arresting 6-year-olds.
Well, I just wanna, compare that nonsense that AOC is saying and all these communist leftist Democrats in all these cities. With an angel mom who lost your son, Angie Morphine, you lost your son, Ruben Morphine, to illegal alien, gang member, murdered, and you listen to AOC say something like that. What is your response?
First of all, she didn't speak for all Latinos. We all have a mind of our own. And I'm sick and tired of seeing all these politicians say they speak for Latinos when they really don't, because we're all different and we all come from different countries. I'm American. American first. My dad was Mexican, but I still love his country, and my mom was American Indian. And I love her power, and that's what she gave me, and my dad gave me the right to be born in the greatest country in the world.
Look on news, is that okay?
Thank you.
On
Amen.
Channel 2.
And you look at what President Trump's doing. Joe Biden invited in more illegals than any other person in the history of our
Okay,
country.
we'll watch it.
And now you look at
For a
what
while.
President doing. What would you say to ICE and Border Patrol and President Trump on their operation?
I love what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, and protect the American people. We as American Latinos have a right to be first, not second-hand citizens to the illegals.
Amen. Well, on behalf of the American people, God bless you. Real American voices. I love you, Ann.
You need that. How do you think the American voice after that is really, by the way, sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. All right, folks, let's do another one. Let's take a listen. You got another soundbite from Bad Dog.
As a country, we have 3 years to go with a man who's not only massively, and I mean massively corrupt, but I'm not sure possesses the basic elements of humanity. And I'm not sure he's not a good word. I don't.
Or maybe I'll wait
because
till
frankly, I would
Monday
say
to
it's
talk on.
so that it's happening on fire.
You know,
What?
it's almost unbelievable how you listen to these people. You try to figure out where their mind is. Are they just simply, are they lying? Are they delusional? Do they not see what's going on? They understand this group of people right here. All right, Ben, you have another one there?
Yeah, so speaking of that, Eagle's sister, tell me, all this, the rhetoric coming from the left, what is your response?
I'm absolutely happy with what ICE is doing. My brother, Matthew Herzog, was shot in 2004 by 2 security guards. They fake identities, they're illegal, and they killed him, and there were no repercussions of that at all. So, I'm glad we're doing what we're doing.
And speaking of that, Eric, we've got folks that escaped communism. Look at the direction that our country's going. We've got folks that escaped communism from Vietnam that love this country, and you hear AOC and these people, Cargill, saying this. What's your message? I know we were talking off.
Seeing something in your right shirt, you're
But what's your message?
President Trump,
Okay.
we love you and we
It's on the
thank you so much
23rd.
for all that you do, and we appreciate all the men in uniform. The people are out there sacrificing for the safety of the people. And
3-2 appointments.
For
For the exercise thing. Oh, that's the one, yeah, that's the other place.
Eric, this is the difference, legal immigration versus illegal immigration.
What time on that day, the
Legal
24th?
American assimilates to love this country versus
Okay.
the people that are brought in by people that hate this country to further hate this country. That's what the left wants in America. Yeah. This is what MAGA wants in America. That's right, that's right.
Okay, right on the phone, okay. Oh, I'll do it, I need my ink pen again.
He is the one that's clueless. He is bringing the
December 23rd at 1 p.m. December 24th at 1
And we will be right back. About 2.5 minutes. We have a lot more questions, a lot more hats. So stay with me. I gotta hear it now. Gotta hear it. Thank you. Let's go. There you go. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, it's, what is it called,
Red licorice or black?
what's it called,
What is it called?
Bad licorice.
His name's Ben.
Only those with experience in licorice.com have quote unquote
physical therapy, PT, I'll say
a curation of
Yes,
what's the date on that thing?
fresh.
December 23rd
Licorice.com.
at 1 p.m.
And give them to a loved one.
December 23rd,
To that loved one's will. Licorice.com.
1 p.m.
So good, we earned the name.
We've been getting amazing safety nutrition just right on top of our
1
mattress. It is a
p.m.
great option if you don't want to have to go out and spend a lot of money on a brand new mattress. If you're a hot sleeper like my husband, what this is going to do
Oh, I
is it's
sure I
gonna
can.
pull out the hot air.
You read it, didn't
And
you?
it's going to actually bring
I'm
you
sure you read it
give you
plain
better
and
night's
surely.
sleep. You're not going to be
1
sweaty at
p.m.
night. So amazing for him. I highly recommend you
Now,
guys check it
December
out.
24th, do I have that written down? This is 11:25 on here.
Most doctors recommend daily walks because of the many health.
Put down 11:25.
How do you get healthy circulation boosting activity without leaving your chair?
The reason why I wrote cancel is if we decide we couldn't make it over there, okay? Then we write cancel.
And promote healthy
Looks like an M, Mark, we'll take it out.
soothe pain and calm
11 looks like an M.
Okay, 11:25 a.m.
circulation.
Put down 11:25 a.m.
I'm not trying to do, but somehow, moved over to the other line.
Horrible. However, you
Okay.
Caramel.com. Soft and creamy small batch kettle cooked caramel. Featuring classic flavors, chocolate covered, and caramel infused with fresh strawberries, peppermint, marshmallows, and so much more. It's not important how you do it. It's important if you do it. And caramel.com. So good, we earn the name. President Trump delivered on his promises, but we can't get in place. None of our American presidents that will be secure until we go through Red Wall. Turning point back is doing the Red Wall in Arizona, Nevada, and New Hampshire. Battleground states were conservatives as number Democrats. Funding going up in the next election in 2026, 2028, and
Crash plan.
today we're asking for your immediate support. Donate at TPRAF.com or scan the QR code now.
Yeah, there's a list somewhere. It'll be in January. Turn it down a little bit.
Oh, Jeff.
It was funny, I was there for 1 year.
What?
We're tired of all the rhinos that do not
It was funny on my camera.
for all of us when they get back to
Oh, you can act silly with your dad stuff. Why not?
back there. And then they don't
Do whatever you want with that stuff. Maybe act silly.
Just don't click the camera, whatever you do.
Okay. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror. At the end, good piece.
is in a lot of trouble with that. So,
Wow.
I think everybody's
I guess you're distracted on the phone more than watching this.
different districts in mind.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Well, I will tell you,
I like it.
one of the problems with
I know.
the Republican
Look
movement
what's going on around here.
conservative movement,
Mom, yes, did
I like to know what's going on around here.
Especially around the Ohio? They don't talk much about Ohio.
Right, Bobby.
Well, because you kind of, you know, oh, I forgive you. That's why I had her press. No one's gonna have to, they have to.
Okay, give us back to Dad.
Are you done playing with it like a toy?
Yeah, I'm from the real world. I've never run for office before.
I would play with it like
guy.
Kinda was. Look at yourself like it's the mirror.
I'm tired of watching all
They
these
gave me my first birthday.
all these, my opponent, another liberal lawyer, pretending to be a Trumper, from inside DC, no real world experience, and we've all had enough. Right. Well, we wish you luck, my friend. Good to see you. Eric. I really appreciate it. Hey, Joe, whip it around. Tell the folks what you're all about. Texas.com. So let's bring up another friend of mine, if I may. Mike Ring, you come on up, my friend. Give this guy a round of applause, please.
Okay, if you want to change it back to local news, then I'll just go into Dad's room and so on.
I'll wave this on. Okay, so I can check out channel 2.
Go ahead. Let you have a thing. While I watch it in your bedroom, sometimes I do that. Such a friend.
I want the TV off for a while.
Still let it rest? But you don't mind me watching it in Dad's bedroom. Mom, it's Real America's Voice. Is that alright? Is that alright?
Yeah, but where's Charlie?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll look for Charlie first. Where'd he go? Oh, he's going in my room, though. What did he see in my room? A mouse?
That was just what she does.
You know how cats like to catch mouse? I don't know.
In Oklahoma, but you say, oh, I can't go to Oklahoma. You don't have to. You have the best online banking in all of America. It's oldglorybank.com. All the products and services you need to do all of your loans, debit cards, deposits, ACHs. Really, really important. We weren't just going to talk about this issue. We were going to solve it, but it's gotten worse since 21 and J6. We all know that Bank of America and the big banks did. But Senator Chuck Grassley, you've got to support him. He is out there doing the hard work. He recently discovered Operation Arctic Frost. Have you heard about Operation Arctic Frost? Yeah. They use his name to chill Republicans. 400 subpoenas came from the FBI to 92 Republican organizations, including the Great Turning Point. They sent it to 20 banks, the RNC, and every one of the big banks. And I will tell you, the same big banks, they took the TARP money after 2008 because the big bank cartel is corrupt. They turned the data over of hardworking Americans and conservatives. It's Arctic Frost. Look it up, and we have got to get Merrick Garland in front of the Senate talking about this. Ted Cruz is a partner in this. We've got to get.
So, Mike, explain this. So, Biden loses. Kamala Harris gets smoked, and their Department of Justice subpoenaed 90.
It's worse. So if you remember, January 6, 2021, 18 months goes by, and then Trump announces he's running. And then immediately they spring the action, and they subpoena the bank records of 92 Republicans in the fall of 2022. Well, it took 3 years for us to hear about it, and not one bank went public. If they had sent me that subpoena, I would have gone public, and I would have filed a motion to quash, because I was a lawyer for 30 years before I became a banker, and I stand between America and the regulators, and I ain't backing down.
Mike Ring, Old Glory Bank, folks, you do it online. They're all about crypto. They're all about everything going on. We love them, and I am a customer of theirs. We have some young people in the audience. This is going to be fascinating. Let me hear this.
This is what it's all about. You know, I brought my wife and I got our daughters. These are not my daughters. These are beautiful, this family over here. But this is what it's all about. Tell me your name and where you're from.
My name is Cora, and I'm Pearl, and we're also Houston.
How old are you?
8 years old.
8?
13.
And what did you say? You were just telling me a minute ago.
Go Trump!
Hey,
Eric, this is what it's about over here. Good parents raising great kids. This is what America is all about. And by the way, this is why the left attacks. They don't want to see this. God bless you guys.
That's great. That's great. You got
and if parents, you guys.
Hey, way to go. Way to go, Mom and Dad. Way to go. Way to go.
Hey, you're the best, Eric. We love you, brother. Go Bully!
Okay. First, quick question. I said earlier, Donald Trump's going to be in North Carolina tonight, 9 o'clock, talking about affordability. He's also going to talk about health care. Does anyone have an issue with health care? Are we concerned about health care? Here's the reason. The Democrats want to blame what's going to happen with health care in 2026 on Trump. The Democrats, I'm old enough to remember when Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, was passed. Do you know how many Republicans voted for the ACA, Obamacare? Zero, sir. Zero. Not a single Republican voted for it. The way they got it through was they sunsetted the subsidies at the end of 2025. So the subsidies that they put in, they knew they were going to come out in 2025. They're coming out, and Democrats want to blame Trump. So Trump's going to talk about this in North Carolina tonight and affordability. What do you want to hear from Trump about affordability or care tonight? Anyone?
Anyone want to jump in on that? What do you want to hear from President Trump tonight on affordability health care? What do you guys think? First off, what do you think of Obamacare? The subsidies. The Democrats are saying, does Obamacare need to go?
Hey, Obamacare needed to go a long, long time ago. But I like what President Trump is doing on Obamacare. Put it in the hands of the people. Give them the money instead of feeding insurance companies. These guys, their profits have increased, or their stock price has increased by 1,700% since Obamacare started. It should be, we need to bring back the middle class and focus on pushing wealth to the middle class, not to the 1% or the elites up above.
That's beautiful.
That's what the Democrats used to say. Now they're the opposite. Isn't that funny, Eric?
Yeah, it's just like everything else. They're complete hypocrites. Complete hypocrites. The young lady behind you wants to say something.
Oh, I wanted to say something. Yes, I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I'm part of the Tennessee Valley Republican Women, and it's just 15 to 20 women, and we're all over 65. But I wanted to tell you some of the accomplishments that we did this last 2 years. We opened a Patriot store. We sold Trump merchandise. We registered people. We had conservative groups meet there and speak. We donated merchandise to the people in North Tennessee and in Asheville after the flooding. We knocked on doors and we had meet and greet meetings, and we put out signs for Marsha Blackburn and Michelle Renault, a conservative state representative. We informed bona fide Republicans to attend and vote the Hamilton County GOP convention to get the establishment out.
I love
this list goes on, and you know what this is about? It's about, people always ask me, what can you do? 14 women over 65, and this list is over a page long.
Exactly.
And
God bless you.
And we also did phone banks for Matt Van Apps to get him in Tennessee and get him in Washington.
There you go. There you go. We had some young people yesterday saying, what can I do on college campuses because our conservative voices are being stifled? You group together, you get it together, and you don't say no, you stand up for your voice. I'll tell you what, Charlie Kirk stood up for conservative values. Now, I know how it turned out, but look at this amazing legacy he's left and he's leaving. So many young people here. I think Erica Kirk said 80% of the people here, and this year, are first-timers to AmFest. 80%. That's a testament to Charlie Kirk. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes, folks.
President Trump delivered on his promises, but we can't get complacent. None of our America First agenda will be secure until we build the Red Wall. Turning Point PAC is building the Red Wall in Arizona, Nevada, and New Hampshire.
So, Lance, Walnut is in Arizona, Barb.
We're funding door knockers.
So I don't know if you're going to be on
next elections in 2026, 2028, and beyond. Today, we're asking for your immediate support. Donate at tprab.com or scan the QR code now to fund our field operation.
I don't know.
Hey folks, it's your friend John Rich. I co-founded Old Glory Bank because we heard too many stories about people
anyway,
canceled by their bank because they didn't agree with their politics. The
Arizona,
government wanted
that's
to
what
know
it
where you
says.
shopped. If you bought a Bible or you shopped at a sporting goods store, you're probably on a list.
Unless he does it from
We
his
created
hotel
Oak Creek
room.
Bank because America needed a bank that would protect their privacy and security. Exercising your constitutional rights is not a criminal activity, and neither is loving your country. At Oak Glory Bank, we stand with you.
I'm a J6er. I spent 1,143 days in prison. About a year in prison. We were prosecuted, persecuted. J6ers have been treated like terrorists, and we need your help.
Stand in the Gap was founded to stand in the gap for J6ers working to rebuild their lives after being incarcerated.
For just $10 or more, you can help these patriots get back on their feet again. Every dollar you give is being matched up to $50,000. Go now to j6support.com and donate today. Charlie may be gone, but his legacy lives on. In you, in me, in the groundswell of patriotism he ignited nationwide. Now it's up to us to continue the fight for the heart and soul of America in his stead. Visit tprav.com or scan the QR code to fund Turning Point PAC's grassroots operation. At Turning Point PAC, we're 100% committed to Charlie's big picture vision to build the Red Wall. Starting in Arizona, New Hampshire, and Nevada, the 3 battleground states where conservatives outnumber Democrats. Go to tprav.com or scan the QR code and donate to support Charlie's vision. We can build an impenetrable red wall that will destroy the Democrats' plans and pave the way to victory for America First candidates in 2026, 2028, and beyond. Your gift helps us deploy door knockers, chase ballots, and ramp up our grassroots efforts for the fight ahead. Visit tprav.com or scan the QR code now to help us win in
Alrighty, folks, there's a lot of politicians that should be getting coal in their stocking for Christmas this year, but Birch Gold thinks it's a smart planner. You deserve silver. Listen to this. That's why for every $5,000 you purchase between now and December 22nd, Birch Gold will send an ounce of silver for free, which is up over 60% this year alone. See, smart people diversify and have a hedge. That's why I encourage you to buy gold from Birch Gold. And I'm going to look at you all right now in the eye. Every one of you right now. I buy my gold from Birch Gold. I do my banking with Old Glory Bank, and I buy gold from Birch Gold. I absolutely do this. With rates coming and the dollar becoming worth less and less throughout 2026, it's a smart thing to do, to buy gold. What happens if the AI bubble bursts? You got to diversify. Let Birch Gold Group help you diversify your portfolio by converting an IRA or a 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. For every $5,000 you buy, you'll get an ounce of silver for your stocking or for your kids. There's some young people over here. What a great way to teach your kids about saving smartly. Text that word America to 989898. Claim your eligibility for this offer again. America. Text that word to 989898. Today, because Birch Gold's free silver with qualifying purchase of gold ends next week, December 22nd. America to 989898. All right, Mad Dog. I mentioned, by the way, if you watch the show, you know who Mad Dog is, right? Mad Dog's our control room guy. He's on top of all. The whole control room's doing a great job. All right, Mad Dog, we have an Erica Kirk soundbite from yesterday, right in that room, right across the way over there. She kicked off AmFest. Take a listen.
Charlie wasn't just a speaker, he wasn't just a political thinker, he wasn't just a thought leader. Again, he was a bridge, he was a pathway, he was a connection point to generations. He was a pathway, a connection point to communication, to inner politics. And he also looked at a generation that has been mocked, that has been dismissed, that has been discouraged and told them, you matter, your ideas matter, your decisions matter, and he would say this country is still worth defending and still worth sacrificing for.
Our Father in heaven.
There's your CEO of TPUS. I have a question for you now. Erica came out yesterday and she endorsed J.D. Vance for president in 2028. What do you think? All right. Any other options? Who? Pete Hegseth. Who said it? Hands up.
$300,000 in our bank.
Rubio, Hegseth, Bannon, Who
But
said
you get
Bannon?
what I'm saying.
I vote for Bannon.
With the expense of the rent and everything.
True story.
Food.
I know Steve Bannon for 20 years. My first encounter with Steve,
Well, they should give us a little bit
I
more.
think he was Goldman Sachs banker for a while. He started doing some filmmaking, and he started doing a radio show with Andrew Breitbart. Remember Andrew? Great, what an amazing radio show. And that was the genesis of America First. Those two sat down and figured out that America needed to be first above everyone else. And I used to do the radio show, and that's where I realized Steve Bannon is my literal political true north. That's a true story. He's great. Who else? So I've heard Rubio, Hegseth, Bannon. Anyone else? Republican? Did you just say Candace Owens for president? Oh, what's your name? You are stirring up so much controversy right now. Because right after Erica Kirk spoke, Ben Shapiro came out. And Ben called out Candace Owens and Tucker, who then Tucker came out. It's all of it. Candace Owens. Anyone else? No? DeSantis, Florida Governor DeSantis. You think he's going to run? Huh? No, maybe. I don't know. Scott Bessent? He's going to be Fed chairman, isn't he? I think he's going to be Fed chairman. Anyone else? Any thoughts? Who's the next Republican candidate for president? Anyone? All right. I heard a couple of Rubios. All right, we're good. We also have another soundbite. Speaking of Tucker, roll it, Mad Dog.
Why are they mad at J.D. Vance? Such a nice guy, which he is. They're mad at J.D. Vance because he is the one person, and things could change, of course, but right now, who really kind of buys the core idea of the Trump coalition. Now, what is that idea, ladies and gentlemen? Anyone know? Anyone know? America first. It's America first. It's really simple.
So Tucker poses a very, very controversial but important question. He said America first, which I think we'll all agree, but my question to this audience, because you're smart people, you guys know politics, you know America, you know Steve Bannon. Is MAGA right now America first? Are they two groups perfectly aligned? Let's ask some of the people in the crowd. Anyone have an answer? Go ahead.
Same group, man. It was always the same. America was always going to go first.
But are we together now as America First and MAGA? Because how do we have Candace Owens and Tucker on one side, Ben Shapiro on another? Tell me, help me. I want to know.
We're not one huge group like that. Is actually the same. We're not all the same. We all have opinions, so we all have to voice our opinions, and then we'll measure them out. You know,
we're not homogenous, but we're still America first.
I think we're a lot closer than what we realize, but the left is so darn good at crafting narratives and getting the message out. We've got to get louder than they are and do it the right way. Got to get the message driven home and reunite and affirm what we all believe in.
This is a very important. We need more voices. Real America's voice is MAGA and America First. Are they perfectly aligned right now?
I'd say we're split between the truth. Who is representing the truth? And so that's what we need to get to as far as America First. I think America First is great as long as we continue to amplify and platform the truth. And we have certain people within MAGA that are willing to criticize Christianity, criticize Catholicism, but they are silent on Islam and the radical Islam that is threatening the United States. So we need to start calling them out, and then MAGA will come together.
See, but here, and I agree with you. But here's the issue. When you say radical Islam, I think America First and MAGA agree. We have a villain, and it's a legitimate villain, because radical Islam wants to do away with anyone who doesn't believe in Islam, right? You're an infidel if you don't believe in Islam. So they will do away with that. I think it's a common thread that we can all point to, is like, that's really bad for the country. But the other issues, there are issues that MAGA and America First don't seem to be on the same page right now. I want to know why and how do we fix it. Someone's got to. Yes, sir. Ma'am, go ahead.
Big fan, by the way. MAGA is definitely got its fractures, and the fractures they're driven through the
social media, through the mainstream media, and they're parsing it out, trying to get an internal civil war amongst the MAGA crowd. And it works to some capacity, but we all have the same common thread and all of the above and everything that people have said around here. The true north is Trump. We have to think about a world post-Trump. And who we come behind, I think it's JD, and there's some other good choices out there. But we just need to make sure we reunite, because the left is the left. And we don't want any part of that.
Yeah, I can jump in on that too. So one of the things, Eric, I always see is that what the enemy uses are division and distraction. And if you remember back just a few months ago when Charlie was murdered and we walked out of the stadium here and you saw the revival heading across America, and then within a couple days you started seeing these fractures. And to me, that was the enemy coming in and putting in that division where it doesn't necessarily need to be. And every time I see that, it's like it's so obviously the enemy. It's so obviously the devil coming in and trying to divide on the things that don't matter. When in reality, so we end up fighting ourselves instead of fighting the enemy. When in reality, it's the enemy, the existential threat that's trying to kill us from the inside.
Agree. And sometimes we're our own worst enemy, Ben.
That's right.
Sometimes we're bringing this on upon ourselves.
That's right.
But I think we all need to let Tucker have an opinion, let Ben Shapiro have an opinion, let Candace have her opinion, and let's just get together because there's too much at stake.
Yeah.
Way too much at stake. I think this lady has Ben, I think this lady has an opinion on this. Go ahead.
Okay, I think we need to, in Tennessee, what we have is Tennessee conservative news. They go to Nashville. They look at the rhinos and how they're voting. They expose them. We got to get rid of the rhinos. We got to get true conservatives in our states and in our national.
Yeah, you're
Congress.
right. That's another threat. You have a split with MAGA and maybe the base, and then you have the rhinos who are another split. And Democrats are uniting together. It's very dangerous, folks. We got to get our act together. All right, we got to go. We'll be right back. 2.5 minutes. We have some more comments over here. 2.5 minutes. We'll be right back.
Donald Trump Jr. here with an urgent message about retirement accounts in America. My father just changed 401ks forever by initiating the process that will allow gold into 401ks. But here's even better news. You don't need to wait for your 401k provider. You can use this strategy today. With a self-directed gold IRA from the Birch Gold Group, you can convert your IRA or 401k into an account with all the same tax benefits, but you own something that will be there when you need it. To find out more, click the link below to get a free info kit on gold IRAs from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group. Inside, they will show you exactly how to diversify your IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. Do it now before the rest of America jumps in. Click below for your free info kit.
President Trump delivered on his promises, but we can't get complacent. None of our America First agenda will be secure until we build the Red Wall. Turning Point PAC is building the Red Wall in Arizona, Nevada, and New Hampshire, key battleground states where conservatives outnumber Democrats. We're funding door knockers who will win the next elections in 2026, 2028, and beyond. Today, we're asking for your immediate support. Donate at tpraf.com or scan the QR code now to fund our field operations.
Hey folks, it's your friend John Rich. I co-founded Oak Glory Bank because we heard too many stories about people getting canceled by their bank because they didn't agree with their politics. The government wanted to know where you shop. If you bought a Bible or you shopped at a sporting goods store, you're probably on a list. We created Oak Glory Bank because America needed a bank that would protect their privacy and security. Exercising your constitutional rights is not a criminal activity, and neither is loving your country. At Oak Glory Bank, we stand with you.
I'm a J6er. I spent 1,143 days in prison. About a year in prison. We were prosecuted, persecuted.
J6ers have been treated like terrorists.
And we need your help.
Stand in the Gap was founded to stand in the gap for J6ers working to rebuild their lives after being incarcerated.
For just $10 or more, you can help these patriots get back on their feet again. Every dollar you give is being matched up to $50,000. Go now to j6support.com and donate.
Welcome back. It's just the last couple of minutes here. We ran out of time. I just want to tell you very quickly, you see the shirt. It's a new show I do on YouTube called The Edge, Eric Bowling The Edge. Please sign up. Please subscribe. I got some shirts. Ben, we hand out these shirts to some of the folks. Whoever, there's about 4 or 5 of them over there. I really appreciate you coming out with you guys. I love being with you live. It's awesome. Your energy's insane, off the charts. Remember, do what you have to do to keep the conservative movement going. And let's get MAGA. Let's get America first. Let's get the Republican, TPUSA, conservatives back on the same page, voting for the same people. Now, before we go, I want you to hear this song one more time. J6 song, J6 Squire, #1 on YouTube, folks. I'm sorry, #1 on iTunes, #1, top of the charts. Listen to it, and on the backside of that, we'll go right into Bannon's War Room. Thank you so much. Here, take it away. Take the song away. Anthem of the Free.
My name is Shane Jenkins, Enrique Tario, Robert Morris, Daniel Caldwell.
My name's Mickey.
My name's Pete Schwartz, Barry Ramey, Brian Nichols,
Deborah Mamone, New Pollock,
John Nassif, Jordan Mank, George White Wolf Riley, Robert Gieswein,
Adrienne Southern,
Andrew Tuckey,
Jessica Watkins,
Timothy Hale, Al McHugh, Billy Cressman.
This anthem means a lot to me because it's what held us together.
Against the odds, our faith that our days of this nation will be renewed is still there. We formed bonds that can never be broken.
I, along with my brothers and sisters, weather the storm.
We will never stop fighting for this country.
And my friends and my brothers have also helped me through these tough times.
Because we are what makes this country the greatest country on this planet.
In this moment, in this anthem, is living.
We sing for all the people who never made it home. Through us their stories will be told. We stand as one, united in this fight for liberty. Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
Hey. Freedom ain't free, no, it comes with a price. Rest in peace, Charlie, can't believe they took your life. Didn't make it back home to your children and wife. By any means, we have to keep freedom of speech alive. Hey, rest in peace, Corey, all the fires that you fight. To the cops and military that been fighting day and night. So we can have liberty and our God-given rights. To all the mothers and fathers that's just trying to protect their child. Hey, freedom worth dying for, dreams worth fighting for. God got us, I promise that's the reason I smile. Protesting with our voice and our presence and our words. We ain't killing people for disagreeing, man, that's absurd. We ain't burning down cities cause we pray to the Lord.
Sing for the people who never made it home. Through us their stories will be told. We stand as one, united in this fight for liberty. Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
Hey, stop killing people that just want to debate. When we protesting, you ain't see no guns and no flames. We don't have to agree, we ain't gotta think the same. Country built on conservative values, let's reclaim it. It's not about hate, we just wanna feel heard. We standing for the truth, not just following the herd. You can love your country and still call out its flaws. You can back the Constitution and still question the laws. We don't wanna be killed just for speaking our voice. God coming soon, man, so it's time to rejoice. Let the ballots be counted, let the questions be asked. Let the people decide, don't just bury the past. And don't let evil get you down, cause God will at last.
The people who never made it home. Through us their stories will be told. We stand as one, united in this fight for liberty. Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
Another person that I have to thank is Donald J. Trump. Our brotherhood that we built and and the country we believed in, and especially our president, we never would have made it out.
Blessed by God, pardoned by Trump.
Thank you, Donald Trump, for pardoning us and giving us a second chance on life.
President Trump for pardoning me.
For saving my soul, and Donald Trump for giving me the pardon.
I want to thank Donald Trump for pardoning us, and is the only reason that we're here today, all together, free, with smiles on our faces.
What do you think about Donald Trump designating Nicolas Maduro as a narco-terrorist? Good? Well done. I think it's good. And that's the best designation Trump has ever made. That's what he is, a terrorist. Do you support Donald Trump in all the decisions he has made? Of course, I support him, and I'm Venezuelan. One doesn't want an invasion, but what else can we do? We're up to here, up to our necks with 25 years of this narco-dictatorship. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, has destroyed over 20 boats in international waters carrying synthetic drugs from Venezuela and has designated them as terrorists. What's your opinion on that? Well, everyone knows this is the mandatory route for drugs coming through Colombia. This is the major highway of Latin America. There's the Cartel of the Suns operating in Venezuela. Do you think it's appropriate to designate them as terrorists? Of course, what else would you call people who traffic drugs? The terror, the youth, all the destruction they cause, especially to young people. Of course, he showed his voting records. Corina Machado had the courage to collect copies of all the original voting records, gathering the copies that remained from the CNE. Last I heard was that an oil tanker heading to Russia was destroyed. So they're not even stopping for Russia. Here we are, the Americans, only they impose their strategy. Go bet you America!
Here's what I just seen the Capitol building now has a Barbara Rose statue.
This is the primal scream of a dying regime. Pray for our enemies. Because we're going to
another Barbara Rose here.
You're not got a free shot on all these networks.
The Capitol has a Barbara Rose statue.
The people have had a belly full of it. I know you don't like hearing that. I know you try to do everything in the world to stop it.
That's what it's named. It's probably not here.
And where do people like that go to share the big lie? MAGA media. I wish, in my soul, I wish that any of these people had a conscience.
Ask yourself,
That's our
what is my
Capitol building,
task
isn't it?
and what is my purpose? If that answer is to save my country, this country will be saved.
War Room. Here's your host, Stephen K. Bannon.
That's all it says, though.
Howdy, howdy, Phoenix, Arizona. How is your
Her
training playing so
name is
far? You
actually
guys having a
Barbara
good
Rose
time?
John. John.
This is maybe the last
Barbara Rose
bastion of
John.
real America against whatever is coming next. So enjoy yourselves while it lasts.
So you guys
There
might
might
be
be.
wondering why it's baby Honey Badger and the team up here and not Honey Badger. He's getting ready for his speech. So once we're done here, he will be speaking on main stage at 5:45 local time. So make sure to get a good seat to see Honey Badger on main stage. But enjoy the next hour with us up here. But Ben, while we're
Now, real quick, before we go out to Oscar, any specific bombs that he's going to be dropping on stage
I'm not
tonight?
disclosing. You'll have to wait and see. You
There's
will
been a
have
lot of
to-
incoming fire. So one imagines there might be some
I know,
return fire.
I know one thing. Steve does not pull punches, so if you stay tuned, it's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to get.
Amanda, what? God bless her.
Ramirez, down on the border of Venezuela as we speak. Oscar, tell us where you are, what you're doing, and why did you not invite me? This is just unacceptable. I should be there with you, my man. And actually, but one other question. Was that an AI voice Joe was asking on that interview? No, I'm just kidding. Oscar, where are you at, brother?
Well, Ben, we were right here in 2023. You were right here with me. And it is impossible for you to be with me right now because an American citizen will be snatched by the National Guard of Venezuela and taken for captive, and you will be held hostage in the Venezuelan government. As we speak right now, this border is completely agitated, completely tense because of the statements that Donald Trump has released just recently, designating the regime of Venezuela as a narco-terrorist organization. You have seen more deployment of the National Guard just behind me, just one step away is right there in Venezuela. Just a couple of minutes ago, they deployed 3 National Guardsmen just to see what we were saying, what we were doing. And they told me, if you put a step right here, we will arrest you and we will take you in for questioning. This is no joke. They are completely afraid of what Donald Trump is going to do. He designated the Cartel de los Soles as a terrorist organization. He designated the regime as a terrorist organization, and the #1 head of the snake, Nicolas Maduro, has been designated as a narco-terrorist. The people are afraid to speak, but behind cameras, they have told us they had it, they're sick and tired of it, and they are all rooting for Donald Trump to pressure the government and to pressure the regime for them to be replaced and put a government where they can free the people of Venezuela, Ben.
Yeah, and Oscar, the crowd here loves that. Free the people of Venezuela. You know, the work we've done in Central and South America, you look at this, what President Trump is doing down there, blowing up the boats, attacking them. You had that one interview. Is that the consensus? Are people finally sick of this communist regime in Venezuela?
Absolutely the consensus. It is absolutely 100% what the people want. And it is, disgusting that this is what the Democrats are lying. You don't see this kind of interviews in the leftist media in the United States of America. This is what we need to fight. This is what Americans and patriots in the United States of America need to fight, to spread the truth of what the real conservative, Latinos and the real conservative countries in Latin America, they're completely against the socialist and communist regimes. But the only ones that are pushing this narrative are the leftists and the Democrats and the progressive mercenary liberals in the United States of America. The majority of the people here are sick and tired of it. They want freedom. And believe me, Ben, we were right here in 2023. This was the bridge of the funneling of the most illegal migration of Venezuelans going through the Darien Gap that we have been there 4 times. And believe me, if they will be free, you will see by the millions coming back to this bridge and coming back to the country, where right now at this particular moment in juncture, you see extreme National Guard tense because of this situation that they think that the United States of America will come in and combat the organized crime of Nicolas Maduro, Ben.
You know, Oscar, I look at that and I see the work, the interviews you were doing in Mexico City just a couple weeks ago, and I compare that to what we see in our major inner cities across America, where we have these leftist, communist, jihadists working against ICE, attacking ICE, obstructing ICE, working with illegal aliens on stopping the deportation of illegal aliens. And right now, we just launched, Real America's Voice News just launched RAV Latino, the Hispanic version of RAV. We've got Javier up here with us to counteract the lies of the mainstream media, and in particular, the Hispanic community. Javier, I wanted you to jump in on that and join in on the conversation with Oscar.
So, thank you very much. Oscar is a hero for me because he's in Mexico, he's in Venezuela, fighting, having trouble with his security. I'm Javier Negre, I'm a journalist, a Spanish journalist. We are having a show in RAF en Español every Sunday at 8 in the afternoon. You should watch it because the communists are paying a lot of media in Florida, in New York, to tell lies the Hispanic voters. We lost Florida, we lost Miami, we lost New York because of the Hispanic voters. Fake news media like Univision, like Telemundo, like CNN, they are telling lies about ICE operations. They are not telling the people the truth that Trump is deporting bad people, that illegal aliens that are criminals. I'm Hispanic, I'm very happy with the ICE operation. And we have to tell the people, we don't want premise Muslims, we don't want illegal aliens, we don't want people from drug like Mexico, like Venezuela. I want to give thanks to Steve Bannon, to Rob Sieg, and to Parker Sieg, because in January we are going to have a full programming in Hispanic, in Samsung TV, in Apple TV, and in RAF, because we have to win the Hispanic voter. I'm from Spain, and right now Spain is being invaded by a lot of Muslims. Europe is being lost, and I came to America because it's the freedom country. I love Trump, I love Carol Levitt. They put me in the Oval Office to make the good questions, and we are supporting leaders like Javier Milei, like Cast in Chile, like Noboa in Ecuador, like Bukele, like Meloni. I think that the right-wing wave we have to support from the media In Spain, all the people is telling me like jokes about, hey, you want to be the next Steve Bannon in the Hispanic world? Of course, I'm proud of it.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be?
You know, I would love
want to be that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him. That's a dream for me, like to be in the set with you guys. So I'm very grateful to God to be and to fight against the fake news media like Univision, like Telemundo, like CNN that are telling lies to the Hispanic voters. They think that Trump is an evil and it's not right. And I'm fighting against people like the president of Mexico. She's a president who is related to the narco dealers.
Right.
I'm fighting against Maduro. In Spain, they want me to put me in jail because the government, the socialist government, they want to attack the freedom of speech. I want to give thank you to the room, to Raf, to give me this opportunity because I'm gonna be like fighting against all the fake news, all the George Soros, all the globalism that is paying a lot of media in Florida to tell lies about Trump, about the administration of Trump, and that's not fair for me.
Yeah, and
thank you very much.
Amen, amen, amen. We need this word to spread in every language around the world. MAGA is ascendant. You look at what happened in Chile and Argentina, all of that. Obviously, Bukele in El Salvador. Oscar, what's your plans? Where are you going? What's next down there? If you can tell us, I know some of what you're planning you can't really talk about, but tell us what you have planned. And then if you could give a message as a Mexican citizen to our ICE agents, our Border Patrol agents, President Trump, what would that be?
Well, to all the audience right now and the American people and the Hispanic community, I would like to say to all of you, no más mentiras. Ya se les acabó. No more lies. You guys are done. The media is coming in Spanish and we're taking over, and we are taking over the whole continent because we are going to spread the news like you guys have been lying to our Hispanic community inside of the United States of America. The Hispanic vote is one of the most important votes, and it is conservative by nature. We have three values. We are capitalists. One of the things that we are hard workers. We have the family values, and that is extremely important, like the American people. And the number one value that we have, we are really truthful believers in God and the Lord Jesus Christ. So you guys are done. We're coming. We're going to take out the whole continent, and we're going to be over here at the borders with Venezuela, spreading the news that nobody wants to say. We are right here putting ourselves in harm's way. The National Guard of Venezuela is right here behind us, trying to just, intimidate us to not say the reality of what is going on with the narco-terrorist regime of Nicolás Maduro, terrorizing the people of Venezuela and trying to go against President Trump, that he's actually winning this war, and he's actually going to win this war.
How are you?
Not too bad, I know.
I'm doing good. See, I was just calling because your Sentra just made it up here to me.
Oh, it's ready to go?
Yep.
Is the car rental place open now?
No, you'll just drive your rental car here, make sure it has plenty of gas in it, and then you just drive it here to me, and I let them know that, you dropped off the rental and picked up your car.
Okay, we'll be right over there, right, Barb?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll come right over there.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right.
All right, bye.
Can I look at the rental car? Bye-bye.
Okay, we better get going pretty soon. We're just gonna drop it off. And let me just put my shoes on now. Let's go. I gotta put my shirt on and get my stuff.
Okay, get back in here then with a cat. Okay. You can read.
Before you got ready. We gotta let Mom concentrate on driving.
Before it.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right, Jessica, we don't have time for all talking around. We gotta hurry. What little daylight we got left. It's gonna be dark in about 5 minutes.
you have your keys come back in?
Where's she going?
Come on, Jessica.
Okay, I'm hurrying. Just gotta put my shirt on her.
I thought you'd be ready.
Well, I was. I wasn't expecting the call.
Okay, I'll wait out in the car.
All right. Better take the cell phone, I guess. All right, don't get worried.
I tried it out for a bit.
Get the cats out of the way.
That was okay then. The seat was all
All
right.
right, I don't have time to, by being away. Mom's just in a hurry. Mom don't want to drive in the dark.
Well, you're in a hurry, okay. Go ahead, I just tried it out real quick.
Can you lock the door for me?
I will.
All right.
Just hurry, I know you're in a hurry. I understand now. Oh, Chris, be sweet.
All right.